Hey, thanks for checking out this video today. My name's Michelle. That's Mr. Ali. Coming to you from the Sensate Soul headquarters here in my home and as well as Soul Translator. So today's video, we're going to be talking about being an empathic person and being an entrepreneur and focusing around waking up. Now, I do sometimes joke around about the hashtag woke thing because sometimes it feels like it can come from a bit of a slightly spiritual ego kind of place. But there is a lot of truth, I believe, too, that people are waking up more and more. All of the spiritual teachers, Eckhart Tolle, a lot of different people who are tapped into different realms and very present in some sort of awakened state, and they are speaking about that the earth is changing and that our society is changing and our consciousness is growing. And that's really good news. That also means we've seen a lot of things like the last couple of years, and I won't talk about politics here, but there has been some, shall we say, shadow clearing out. At least shadow seeing and then working on the clearing out. And it's no different when we do our own personal work, right? So recently, one of my favorite authors and coaches, Martha Beck, does this Sunday thing on Facebook called The Gathering Room. And the one recently was about waking up, basically, awakening. And it really made me think even more about empathic entrepreneurs and those who are waking up to their empathic sensitivities and sensibilities. And there are more and more of us becoming more and more sensitive as we are becoming more and more awake. And yes, that can have a challenging side because, it's like that feeling of when you take when you take the warm, coat off that's been protecting you from the elements, when that comes off, meaning the things that make us keep us comfortable, and then we're exposed to the elements, then we're like, oh crap, all right, I gotta figure this out. And we get exposed to new things about ourselves and about life, and we remember, we recover, we do all of these reviews, and we reintegrate into our true self as we're moving along our path. That's the soul's journey, right? So when it comes to empaths and sensitives, the current statistic is that there are about 15 to 25% of the population, world's population, are HSPs or highly sensitive persons. Out of that percentage, about 5% are truly inborn, or so what happens sometimes is trauma awakened empaths, meaning that there's a difference between being an empath and being highly empathetic. And I have a lot of videos on my channel that talk about that difference. However, but HSPs and empaths, we are waking up more and more. I believe there's a lot of reasons for this, that society is changing. We have a lot of EMF energies flying around us all the time. People are generally evolving, and there is more of a need to be awake and aware, and more of a because of that also, that's like a bit of a kickback also from the intensity of what we're doing to our environment, what we've been doing to each other for a long time. There's a really big shift of consciousness, and along with that, we have a lot of technology and a lot of things that are exaggerating the frequencies and exaggerating the spin around us. So, and more people are turning towards a sense of their own mindfulness, spirituality, their soul, their pursuits of self-knowing, because they're finding that, wanting to have that home within, in a world that may feel a little less stable. And so it makes sense, right, that a lot of us are waking up. A lot of people are becoming more sensitive. And particularly empaths and HSPs are feeling a lot of that. So here's my encouragement for you. Because I work particularly with empath, HSPs, and empathic entrepreneurs and creatives. So as you feel that you are waking up more and more, it is becoming more and more important to really learn how to work with your sensitivities, your mindsets, your energetic and nervous system self-care, all of the things that can help you remain balanced and continue to be empowered in who you are. So that is the me path, as I joke around calling it, but it really is that. So the other part of this is empathic entrepreneurs. So many of us are waking up with this feeling like, I have a way to be able to sense and feel the world. I meaning you, have a way to be able to sense and feel the world, and I want to share my creativity, my innovation. I was going to say innovativity, but I don't think that's a word. You have these desires to share who you are. So as you keep waking up, there's more of a need to do your inner work and to work through being a highly sensitive person and entrepreneur in a world that is becoming more sensitive, so stepping into that role as an empathic entrepreneur, somebody who wants to lead with their heart on their sleeve, lead with a strong, empowered vision that is usually of, service and usually of helping the world out with who you are, takes a lot of courage and a lot of working on your mindset. And most entrepreneurs have that work to do anyway, and empathic entrepreneurs have it even more so because we are going to be going against all of the mindsets and the beliefs and the conditioning and things that we have put in place through our life to keep us safe, to keep us contained and not exposed, and not taking those risks, because that was what we had to do for a lot of our own personal safety. And so this is waking up more and more to be an empathic entrepreneur. The first and foremost place that you can do that will be the continued part of your journey that just works through, as they say, the onion layers, is doing mindset work. Our thoughts and our beliefs are the first place and probably the last place to continue doing our own personal growth so that we can show up. As the world becomes more sensitive, as I've said, you also are charged with a new level of being able to take care of yourself on a more sensitive level as you are waking up more and more. So if you'd like further help on your mindsets as an empath as well as an empathic entrepreneur, come on over to sensatesoul.com. I've got a free masterclass over there on mindsets. So wherever you're seeing this video, whether it's on my blog or Facebook or YouTube channel, please do leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you think about this, as well as share it with somebody who you think would benefit, and also give it a like. And if you'd like more information and stay in touch and receive things that I only share through private emails and newsletters, please come over to sensatesoul.com and you can check out that free course to help you be the most empowered empath and empathic entrepreneur you possibly can be. Take great care. I'll see you in the next video.